My name's Marj Berthold. I live in Vermont. I live in South Burlington. I'm an educator for the Vermont mental health systems. I make TV shows to educate the Vermont mental health system through my local public access, the Vermont mental health systems education. I go to NARPA every year and enjoy the people and workshops there. I was a client of the Vermont mental health system, and there are many reasons I have stopped being a client. I made a movie about my experiences in the Vermont mental health system. It's directed by a filmmaker, Nora Jacobson, my friend. It is called Tremors Within the System. I want to see justice, and I want my story to be known. One reason I left the Vermont mental health system was because a client in the Vermont mental health system said something to me negative and inhumane, and it was never dealt with, and it was damaging and devastating. I will always miss my mom I lost. I'll always miss my friends I lost. I made a movie about my experiences. I made TV shows, and I've asked people to share my stories at meetings about the Vermont mental health system. I've helped to create surveys to bring in client perspective to the Vermont mental health system. People need to know their rights and have meaningful alternatives to the current mental health system. Just because someone else thinks they have a mental illness, it doesn't mean you really do or that you think you do. Sometimes problems are social, environmental, and economic, and are not just within the person. When a client says something negative or inhumane to another client in the Vermont and other mental health systems, what can be done? People around them need to object and try to correct the situation. I think my story needs to be heard, and people can't wait too long to work out misunderstandings. I still have one more thing to emphasize. I'll always miss the friends I lost. I'll always miss my mom I lost. I'll always miss my Bob I lost. I'll always miss my friends I lost. And now you want to go to the questions, Meg.
Sure.